He's finally here! Hello everyone, welcome to my review of Transformers Studio Series 86, number 31. Commander Class, the leader of the Autobots, and freedom itself, Optimus Prime. Finally, the Commander Class Optimus, I have him and I'm so happy with him, but let's just get into the details around him. So, he looks good and he has a backpack. He's ready for school, but I will say this, the backpack, it's kind of big. If it turns you off, I understand why. However, this guy outside of the small backpack looks really good. And also, if you're comparing this to the Earthrise one, the Earthrise one has butt wheels. So it's butt wheels or backpack, and personally I would go with the backpack, and I think that they overall, outside of the backpack, very much nailed this guy and all of his proportions. Absolutely fantastic. So let's get close in here on this head sculpt, which for a lot of people actually is, sadly enough, the weakest part of this figure. I think it is a very nice head sculpt. However, it could have been better itself, but like I said, nice enough. But I've seen people want upgrade kits for this one. Next up, you got the nice silver smokestacks. You got the nice Autobot symbol that looks a bit weird on his arm, but whatever. We got the nice boobies here, fantastic looking. You got the nice grill. You got the silver stripe that he will not maintain in truck mode, which is why I love this guy even more. You got the nice yellow here on the crotch area, I guess. You also have these arrows. I kind of wish that these were painted yellow because if I remember correctly, I don't know, but in the show, weren't they yellow as well? Anyway, we got the nice white legs. We got a nice white for this guy. Very nice white for this guy. And then you got the big stompers with the canisters on the side. You got the nice looking feet. This guy is absolutely magnificent. You got a backpack here, which, yes, I am less of a fan of. However, also, I kind of see how a third-party company, or maybe Hasbro in the future, can attach a jetpack to this thing. Because as you can see here, there are two tabs kind of like sticking out. You can kind of like hook something on there. So if a third-party company wants to give him a jetpack, you can just hook it on there. But overall, he looks really good. And you have to understand this guy has, I feel like, a less backpack than the actual $500 masterpiece one. So give me this thing for about 100 any day of the week. That comes with basically a lot of the same stuff that the masterpiece comes with. It's just both of them have a backpack. But I think this one is a lot more worth the price. However, I don't have the masterpiece. But I really like the way that this guy looks. Also, you got some nice orange here at the top. Forgot to say that. But I really love the way that this guy looks. The proportions are all very good. And if you don't have money for like a masterpiece Optimus Prime, this is a very good substitute. So, let's move straight into the next segment, which I'm actually gonna do in the opposite order, because normally I do this after. But let's start with the articulation segment this time around. So starting off his head, I don't really like this about the head either, but it is very limited. You got a full rotation. However, the up and down is just this. I kind of wish there was more range so that he can look up and down a lot more. He also doesn't really have like a neck joint to look down or an ab crunch at all. So to anyone who was expecting that, sadly enough, he doesn't have that. The arms can rotate all the way around. They can go in and out. You have a bend at the elbow, which from the side and the back does look a bit weird. But the elbows can also bend backwards, but this is mainly for transformation, and that is why they look like that. But yeah, you got a rotation. You also have a rotation here at the hand. And you got the 3-finger, 1-finger split, which this 1 finger is always a little bit more difficult to get out. Like so. There you go. Whew, that was a little bit of annoyance to do. However, I know people complain about the head, but my main complaint with this figure, outside the backpack, is the hands. I don't like these hands. Neither of them. I actually like neither of these hands. I like that you have finger articulation, but him holding things just does not work at all, sadly enough. But he has the knuckles up here, and then obviously the movement of the fingers themselves. I always have issue with the main finger. However, the thumb does not move. And I'm not coming back a day later because of the fact that I forgot to record this. I did. Also, he has butterfly joints. If you pull on this here, you gotta kind of lift this piece up here in order to be able to access it. So just lift this up and pull. He has forward butterfly joints. I had completely forgotten this is also how he played the piano in that one reveal photo, which is still the top tier reveal photo. Kinda wish he came with that. So he does have butterfly joints. Next up, we have a nice waist rotation right here. Also, his butt thing kind of sticks out a little bit too much. Maybe they did that because of how much the backpack sticks out. They make this stick out as well. But it kind of seems like he went over to Brazil for some strange reason. This thing can actually move. However, it is one piece instead of two pieces. So I've seen people complain about that. However, here at the back, you have two pieces to move out of the way. So that you can move the leg forward. You can move the leg backwards. You can go in and out. You have a rotation over here. You have a bend at the knee. And then with the feet, you don't have up and down, not really. But you do get a beautiful, wonderful ankle tilt. But because of how much is stacked down here, it's, yeah, up and down doesn't really work. Also, don't tap these in. Just leave them there. This sadly enough tapped in. But that is the articulation. Now then, about the accessories for this guy. When do we have a lot? Starting off here, we have his beautiful looking ion blaster that he always had in the show. And this is what I mean. Because he has the grip of a female dog. People who know, you know what I mean by that. But you can tab it in. However, he does, if you saw like the recent live stream that what happened about Megatronus Prime and Devastator, you saw that this gun just kept moving in the hand because it is not a solid grip at all. Even though it does have kind of like a clicky thing, but it's just not a good grip at all. No matter how you wrap the fingers around the gun, it just will not really hold it at all. So that might be annoying when you want to get into some gun type of poses. Now then, on the flip side itself, first of all, what we want to do is you want to take this first finger and just rotate it all the way in. Nope. Rotate it in like so. You need to make a fist that looks like this for this next part, because what you want to do, you want to open this piece here on the side up, rotate the hand all the way around like so, and then close it back up, and then this stab here is going to slide into that slot right there. Like so. And why did we do this? Because of the fact that we want to attach the axe. And unlike the gun, this thing attaches pretty well. However, it does look kind of small. If I'm being honest there, it feels a bit too small. It feels like it should have been bigger and also slightly longer for him to hold. But this is what we get out of it. But he does include his axe as well. And if you thought that was all, my goodness, are you mistaken? Because Commander class figures come with even more, called an entire trailer. When you're basically the size of a Voyager class figure, you come with an entire trailer as well, which has a lot of goodies inside as well. You can open up the back here and then split it like so. And look at this. Look at all the inside detail that just gets exposed. Optimus isn't the only one who is basically full of detail. You got a bunch of stuff here as well. You obviously have Roller as well, and you have the repair bay, I guess. I don't know. Which has a hinge down here, and up here for articulation, so that you can do exactly what you want with it. And obviously you can also stand this thing up. You can stand him in here, and he can basically kind of get repaired if need be, because sometimes that is basically what happens. So there you go, that is what you can do. But obviously you also have the rolling buddy, who basically takes the trailer away when Optimus Prime transforms into robot mode. I don't know why they made this thing. I do like that they made this thing, but it's just like normally like things just happen for the sake of happening. But here they actually came up with an actual explanation on how the trailer always rides off, and that is because it gets attached to this guy and he just like drives it off while Optimus Prime goes into battle. How it immediately comes back when he transforms though, it's kind of magic, but still. I like the fact that they included him. They include everything here. Everything that I would want, because I don't really need a small figure that falls apart of Spike Witwicky or anyone like that. But I do love this whole thing up here as well. I think this is absolutely wonderful that he comes with all this stuff. And the way that you attach Roller to this thing is you got these two tabs sticking out here that are gonna tab in the underside here of Roller. Like so. Now you can close this bad boy up entirely. Close it up. And have the stand here at the bottom. You can also fold these things out if you want to for extra standing. Like so if you want to, but we'll get to look more at the trailers outside and stuff like that when we get into vehicle mode. So let's save that part for when we get there. However, that's not all, because also he includes some blast effects for the gun that can just tab in here on the back, and he can shoot kind of slightly up like so. Let me just put the gun in his hand here like so, and you can just shoot people as well. I'm personally not the biggest fan of blast effects, but I also don't really mind, and he has a perfect place in the trailer to store them when we talk about the trailer more later on. So let's just get this out of here, because this review is going to be absolutely huge, and the main hugeness is how many size comparisons I will pull out for this guy. Also, totally did not forget to show this thing off, so let's go with the I actually did forget it. I apologize, because he came with the trailer, and that kind of distracted me. You can open up his chesticles like so, and also these things rotate. I hate that. But you can open then this piece up here, and whoo, boy, look at that matrix of leadership right here. Oh god. Here we have the actual matrix of leadership, looking all nice and matrixy. And technically, I guess he could, if you put his finger through it. I guess he can kind of hold it. There you go. It's the best that I can do. I'm sorry, I just completely forgot about it. But yeah, also if he's dying, he could kind of be like, Rod, take it. Like so. I wonder if they're gonna release like a grayed out version of this guy. Oh, great. So, there you go, back in. There's a hole at the back of the matrix. Let me just close this bad boy back up so we can go back to your regularly scheduled programming. I basically have 26 size comparisons lined up, but don't worry, it will be 5 segments. So let's get into size comparison. So, starting off for size comparison, here he is with the only other G1 styled Optimus Prime that I have, the Combiner Wars Optimus Prime. And my goodness, you can really see the improvements. Now, the thing is, this guy did have to be a combiner, so that's why he looks like that. But it is also the only G1 styled Optimus Prime that I actually own. But they don't look bad together, and obviously we have a clear winner over here. I don't have the Earthrise one, for anyone who is wondering. So let's get him out of here so that we can get into the next one. Because here we have Optimus Primal as well, together with Optimus Prime. I wanted to show this off in his review as well, but I didn't have the Commander class, and he needed to go out a little bit earlier. So, here they are together. Very nice looking, the two Optimuses. It always surprises me how small that Optimus Primal truly is. So let's get him out of here as well, so we can get into the next one. And here we have Optimus Prime with all the leaders of the Autobots there, well, would be technically. So there you go. Ultra Magnus, Star Saber, and Rodimus Prime looking very nice together. Both of these are Commander class figures, and Optimus Prime is very much taller than Rodimus Prime, which I also actually like. I don't know if this is in scale because it's G1. Animation errors were abundant in that show, so I don't actually know who's supposed to be taller, but I like the scale overall. So, next up, what is a hero without villains? So here he is with Galvatron, which will actually be turned into Studio Series Galvatron as well, and Megatron, where hopefully we'll get a new one, because I hate this thing, but it's the only kind of G1 Megatron representation that I have, so I'm stuck with him. But here he is with them. Well, that's a lot of Optimus Prime. Yes, here we have basically every Optimus Prime from different continuities that I own, at least the best version of them. We have Armada. I'm gonna go from back there, wait, here's my finger, back there to back over there, and then like that. So we have Armada Optimus Prime, we have Commander Class 86, we have Energon, we have Prime First Edition, Gamers Optimus Prime, Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime, Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime, Bumblebee Movie Optimus Prime, Robots in Disguise 2015 Optimus Prime, and finally, Onimus Prime himself. that you recently saw. If you watched that review, go check it out if you haven't already. So here we got a bunch of Optimus Primes, but that's not all, cause it's time for Super Mode. And here he is with Super Mode, guys. There you go. Alright, what's next? And here we have Optimus Prime with a couple of Autobots. I will tell you this though, you are not gonna see Omega Supreme in his space station mode. I just thought it would be fun to pick out Omega Supreme for this size comparison. But yeah, here he is with a bunch of different Autobots, and he is absolutely the tallest one outside of the two. They're obviously taller. So, we have one more size comparison to do, so let's just get straight into that one. Let's do some size comparisons with some upcoming reviews as well that have already been shot, except for the size comparison with 86 Optimus Prime, because they are coming out after 86 Optimus Prime. Here he is with Scourge and Grimlock, and technically this counts as Generation 2 Optimus Prime, so I guess we got the G1 and G2 Optimus Prime kind of size comparison as well. Looking good together. And obviously the two kings, the one who is king, and the one who the king respects. Because I remember that episode in Generation 1 where Grimlock was like, who cares about Optimus Prime? I should lead. And then Optimus Prime shows why he is truly the leader of the Autobots, and Grimlock instantly respected him. And that respect never faded away. Too bad we never got an episode like that with Rodimus Prime. But yeah, I guess Grimlock did develop over time. So let's get these guys out of here. Let's pull you in closer a bit so we can get into that transformation, which is an absolute event and just a hiffle of an experience. So let's turn Optimus into a truck, and when I said that this was gonna be an experience, I wasn't joking. So what you want to do with the hands is very simple. You want to fold in the finger, the top finger, as much as it can, and then also fold these guys in as well. But you want to make sure that the finger goes behind the thumb, like so. That is very important for the transformation. I already did it on the other side. So, let's open up the side here. You want to open up it right here, like so. And then you want to rotate the fist in. I wouldn't recommend all the way in, because it can actually go further, and then the tab will miss the slots. Just make sure that you line that up immediately. Do the same thing on the other side. Also, hello to the Transformed people. Don't forget to subscribe. There you go. Like so. What you want to do then is you want to fold the arms backwards, like so. And then, rotate this around. You want to lift it up and rotate this down. Lift it up and rotate it down. This is the exact position you kind of need this in order to get into truck mode. So I thought this would be the best kind of help. Now then, to the backpack. What you want to do first, starting off, you want to take this little thing here and just flip this all the way up. Rotate these side pieces out like so. Rotate this down, and then you want to take these pieces here and just push them out like so. Then what you want to do, you want to come in here and you see this little piece here. You want to untab it like so. Lift it all the way up so that you can rotate this piece here around like so. And if that isn't enough, now what you want to do is you want to take the bottom piece as well, the legs, and rotate them as well at the waist joint until it sits something like, let's line it up a bit better, like this, like so. There you go. Then what you want to do is you want to take these pieces here and just rotate them back in on either side. Then, what you want to do is you want to take his very big booty, and you want to take this and rotate this down like so. Then what you want to do is you want to come under here. It's out of focus, sadly enough, but you want to lift up this grill section here. Just untab it. Don't lift it up all the way yet, because what you want to do next is you want to come to the head and rotate his horns, I guess, a little bit to the front, or his ears, so that you can rotate this around. And then you need to push down, put a bit of force into it until it clicks into place, but the horns need to be a little bit forward so that it fits. Then you can lift this up to cover it up. Then you want to extend this fully, so when you have it like this, it will look like this. So just extend it fully and leave it like so. Then what you want to do is you want to take these side pieces here and rotate them in, double hinge them on either side and in like so, and in like so, until you get something like this. It is very difficult to show off, but basically you just want to rotate it in, but also rotate this so that this stays straight like so. Then what you want to do, push this down, is you want to untap the arms from in here, rotate it down, and just rotate it around like so. Do the same thing on the other side. Tab it in up here first before you come down here. there are 2 tabs here that are going to slide into the arms like so. Same thing on the other side. So you basically just want to line this up, tab it in, make sure it stays tabbed in up here as well. Do the same thing on the other side. So just tab it. There you go. Tab it in like so. Make sure that these things stay. These smokestacks like to move, and I don't like these smokestacks. Then what you want to do is you want to also come in here, rotate this out, then come in here and fold it out fully and push it back in like so. Also fold these pieces here out, because now we're gonna finish up this truck. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift this up so that it aligns perfectly, and then you want to rotate this, double hinge it up, and basically cover up the side. And there we have basically the front of the truck. Now we have girl walk mode, I think is what it's called. I know it's called like that for planes, but I don't know if it has a name specifically. But I love the fact that you can just do this. This looks so funny. Alright, let's continue on. The Transformer people want to see how this continues. What you want to do is you want to take these pieces here, rotate them out, rotate them all the way around, and then this tab here is going to slide into that slot. Same on the other side. So just do that, there you go. And then what you want to do is you want to come in here and rotate out these little, like a little slot and a little tab. So just rotate this out. And when you do that, you want to fold down the feet, because that kind of locks this into place. Also fold down the heels like so. And then you want to basically take this big tab, go into that slot, and just tab this whole thing together like so. Then untab this from in there and rotate it backwards. And then obviously what you can do is you need to push the wheels a little bit out to the side in order to get this to tab in like so. There we go. We're almost done. Don't you worry about that one. Next up, what you want to do is you want to come in here and untab these pieces here. They will be more important later on, because now what you want to do is you want to also untab this, rotate it around. So slide this out from in here and rotate it around. And then here we have a little bit of an issue. We want this tab to go into the slot under here, and you also want these 2 tabs to tab into the back here. Now let's do the back tabs first, because they are basically the most important one. However, they stick out a little bit, as you can see, which will cause issues later on. So you want to rotate this around and then tab it in like that. Rotate this around and tab it in like so. And then finally, to finish it off, you want to rotate out the wheels. And here we have Optimus Prime, and as you can see, he is leaning a bit forward because the tabs are too long. But here we have also fold these pieces in here, and then you have this that goes in here in this big hole. So just want to take it, put it in here, and bam, here we are. Here we have Commander Class Optimus Prime in his truck mode. 4 hours and 800 transformations later, and here we are with the truck mode of Optimus Prime. My goodness, what a good looking thing. Let's get you out of here, because we will talk about you later. First, let's look at the cab itself, and it is wonderful looking. Really well done, if I do say so myself. Outside of this one though, this little gappy here, kind of annoying, but that would have added an extra panel, probably would have made the backpack even bigger, and the transformation potentially so horrible. The transformation was actually a lot of fun getting into truck mode, and I love how the stripe on the side disappears, because for everyone who doesn't know, in the actual show, when Optimus Prime transforms into truck mode, the silver stripe on the side vanishes. I don't know why. Like, if you watch the movie, it actually has a shot where it just vanishes. It's the funniest thing ever. But this guy looks so good, so let's get close here on the details, shall we? Here on the side, we got a bunch of, like, I don't know, screw holes, I guess, screws or whatever it's supposed to be. We got the Autobot symbol here on the side. We got a nice looking front of the truck as well. Very powerful, and I'm getting Knight Rider flashbacks because of this. Goliath and everything. And then we have some nice details here on the side. The fact that these 2 reds are differently colored is something that I'm not the biggest fan of, but I guess I'll just have to do it. There's also a discrepancy between these 2 reds, which that one doesn't really show up on camera all that well. Then we got the nice silver gas canister. We got even a little ladder over here. We got like a trailer hitch on the back here, the feet poking out. And for anyone wondering, yes, my heels are upside down. How do you fix it? It is quite horrible, and I would never recommend it. But what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to knock out the pin inside, and then you can switch them and then put the pin back in, which don't. just accept this and call it a day, okay? Just accept it. There's nothing wrong, like, it doesn't affect anything. And I hate the fact that every copy here has misassembly. And I mean, this is what he looks like from this side. We got the nice silver smokestacks, which actually can rotate. Now, they have a little tab in here that the little notch, like, there's a little bit thing here. That is supposed to kind of like hold it in place. It doesn't hold it in place, and I hate it. I absolutely despise it. Also, this is what he looks like from the top. He looks really good, but that's not all, because he also comes with a trailer. So let's just get these stand out. There we go. So we come and look at this big beefy trailer. It's actually a big trailer. I think it's actually bigger than the Earthrise one, but he's got the nice stripe here on the side, Autobot symbol. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but sure. And then this is what he looks like from the other side. Basically the same. Here he looks like from the back, and I love the way that this kind of looks like it can open. I mean, it can open like this. But like, you can even see like all the details that they put in here. I mean, this figure does cost a lot of money, so they better be putting a lot of details on here. But I love the way that this looks. And also, for specialty, let's do this right now. Okay, can't open it. Ah, there you go. Open up the back, and here we go. We got these things here, which we'll talk about later. But yes, you can open it up to reveal a storage space for blast effects and the sort. But let's close this bad boy back up. And then let's attach this thing actually to the trailer. There we go. Fantastic. However, now we're going to attach these things. Actually, let's lower it. Because under here, you got these two holes that this is going to tab into. So we're going to do it like this. And then we're going to do it like this. Like so. And then we're going to do this. There you go. Wow, he is blasting off. This is such a dumb thing, but I'm actually kind of happy that he can do this. It's so dumb. It's such a dumb thing. But like I said, I love the fact that he can do this. Now let's get this out of the way. I probably should have done this actually as opposed for the thumbnail. Ah, well, thumbnail's already been made, so not much we can do there. Because I don't do remakes. Now let's talk about a little problem that I have with this figure. And that is very simple. The tabs here that go in here are too long. I've seen some people cut the tabs, like half the tabs, and that actually straightens everything out. I'm personally not going to do it because of the fact that if I don't do it right, I feel like I could damage something. But it is annoying that it doesn't, that they made the tabs too long. But I do love this trailer as well. So let's look at this, because you can take these things here and rotate them out, rotate this around to have extra stands. I don't know why it does this. Maybe something to do with the fact that it can open up. So let's open up this bad boy. Let's get Roller out, because Roller can also be attached here. Also, I hate how thin this peg is, because like it gets in, but it doesn't like lock in like other truck formers do. So here we got the nice little, I don't know, bay, I guess, where you can just come out of. I mean, it can't close up with him in it, but there are enough figures where it can. I'm just gonna attach this to Roller. As you can see, holes at the top. You can choose either hole. There you go. You know, he's attached. Fantastic. But that's how you attach Roller. You can put vehicles in here. I'll grab some. Also, to anyone wondering, this can actually be removed. It comes separate in the package. But what you can basically do, let's just close this back up. Oh god, no. Roller, why? Why did it have to get out of you? So what you can do with these vehicles is the fact that you can just take Jazz here and just store him in here and ride him all the way in the back. And also take Sideswipe and push him in as well. Is there only one that can fit? Get further. Thank you. Got stuck on something, and then close it up, and there you go. Attach it to the back of Optimus. And bam, cars have vanished in the back of Optimus. You never know that there's a Jazz and a Sideswipe in here, if I didn't tell you that there was. It's actually pretty cool. You can store a couple of vehicles. Sadly enough, I don't have the 86 Bumblebee, who I probably would have stored in here. The trailer is a lot of fun. It adds a lot of play value, but the problem is it is just an empty, well, it is just a big box that, I mean, completes the look. But it is another trailer that you kind of need to shove off somewhere. Just like put it somewhere. I don't know where you put it. I actually have a special place for trailers. So there is a lot of fun to be had with this figure. So let us look at weapon storage that we also have here. Now, on Optimus Prime himself, I haven't really found any places where his gun can store at all. I don't really know if it can store on the truck itself. However, if you want to store everything, let's store everything, shall we? So, starting off, we take this big thing, and you got 2 tabs on here and 2 tabs on here and 2 holes over there that you just tab this bad boy into. Then what you can do is, well, you can take roller. I showed you that there are 2 tabs under here, and you just attach it over there. And then the gun. Now, as you can see, potentially, maybe, right here, this tab right here goes into the slot right here. So basically, just want to take this and just tab it in like so. Then you got a tiny little hole on, oh, there you go, a tiny little hole on the X that this little Peggy is gonna go into. So you can just take it and just push it in like so. And there you go. Now you can close everything up over here. Open up the back section here, like so. Open up this back end. Also, I'll flip these things in right now. Now open this up, and then you can... Oh, why did you come undone? Take one, put it in here. Take another, put it in here. Take these 2 things and put them in here as well. And then take it and lock it in like so. And voila! The whole arsenal of Optimus Prime himself has vanished into his own trailer, which is absolutely beautiful. I love how he has his own storage space, just like Rodimus Prime did. However, I think that this one is actually better than the one from Rodimus Prime. But now that we've looked at all of that, let us put this guy into the back because we have about 500 size comparisons to get to. So let's get to the size comparison. Starting off, let's actually get rid of this trailer here because the other one also doesn't have a trailer because we have the Combiner Wars Voyager class Optimus Prime. And yeah, this is basically a modernized version, I guess, and this is official G1. I like this more than this. This is what it looked like from the side, from the back, from the other side, underside, I guess. There you go. Let's get this out of the way, because next up we have Optimus Primal himself. He can even ride Optimus Prime. Can he hold him? There you go. He can ride Optimus Prime. Yay! What can't Optimus Primal ride? And here we have Optimus Prime with the other leaders. Sadly enough, I did not necessarily have room for Star Saber, but there he is with them, and he is also slightly bigger than the Ultra Magnus Cap version. But they look pretty good together. All these leader-ish, I mean Ultra Magnus isn't a leader, but in our hearts, he will always be who was meant to be the leader of the Autobots. We all remember that until Rodimus stole it, well Hot Rod stole it. Who also looks pretty good with the rest of them. And here we have him next to the bad guys, the Dramatic Capture Series Mega Man, and the Legacy Galvatron. Looks pretty good with them. However, I would like to see what they do with Studio Series Megatron coming out next year. And here we got a bunch of Generation 1 figures. Jazz, Wheeljack, Sideswipe, Sunstreaker, and Ironhide, Sandstorm, Cliff Jumper, and Jetfire. Looking all nice together as well. So let's bring in the Optimuses. Optimus... I don't know. Here we have the Optimus Primes together. Yay, finally. I'm never doing this again, by the way. This is a special occasion for Commander Class Optimus Prime. I am never bringing out this many size comparisons ever again. But they all look pretty different. I mean, not all of them. I mean, you got the obvious G1 figures. But outside of that, you got some pretty distinct differences. Some with trailers, some without. However, there's something that I've always wanted to try. Let's see if it works. It works. I can give it to him now. It's actually on good size too. Wow. That's pretty cool. Anyone else got a trailer itch who would like to try the Commander trailer? you. Ah, it works as well, and it doesn't look too dumb. However, I do regret to inform everyone that the rest of the trailerless Optimus Primes do not, in fact, actually have a trailer hitch. That's pretty cool. Also, I regret to inform that I have broken my Energon Optimus Prime, as you can see right here. If it wants to focus on this, it does not want to focus on it. Right here, it's broken. Sadly enough. It was only a matter of time, so his chest will never be opened. The titties will never again be exposed. Also, this one really stands out with how small it is if you compare it to the rest of them. Because this is like a truck with a trailer. Look at how small he is. So, let's get these guys out of here for the final size comparison. So, here we have Grimlock and Scourge, who are specifically here because of the fact that I need to record size comparisons for their reviews. However, Grimlock would have made an appearance no matter what. And also this way you can kind of see how the Generation 2 Optimus Prime stacks up to the Commander. So there you go. Let's get these guys out of here. Let's bring this Optimus Prime in close so we can get into that reverse transformation. So, to start off with the transformation, what you want to do is you want to take off the trailer and move it off to the side. Then come closer here so that we can open up these side panels. I like to just start doing this and then fold these pieces in like so. Let's move on to the legs, because what you want to do is you want to kind of move, push down here so that you can kind of put this at an angle so that it can go around the wheel. And also, fold in the back wheels. I always forget to do this. I don't know why. I always get into trouble. And then rotate this around like so. And then this is going to slide in here. In that little groove. So just push it in and voila. And do the same thing on the other side. Slide it in. Et voila. Then you want to unfold the feet and the heels. Split the legs and also make sure that this detaches. Take these pieces here and fold them back and down. Then what you want to do, this is a little tight and I hate the noise that it makes, but let's do it. Untap this. Don't like the noise that it makes. It scares me always. And then rotate it around, and then these two tabs here are gonna slide into these two holes like so. Then also come here, untap this and tap the, basically push this up and it will eventually just tab in like so. And here we go. Once again, we got Gerwalk Man himself. Truckman has reappeared, even though I didn't call him Truckman before. Alright, so what you want to do next is you want to untap the arms like so. Rotate them up to get them out of the way. And then push them in like so. Oh, get this out of the way as well. Rotate the, always difficult to do, the front grille forward. Hinge the top part in and push it back in. Rotate, push this down and rotate it out like so. Then what you can do is you can come in here and take these side pieces here and undo them, lift them up like so. Then what you want to do, you want to come in here and you want to basically fold this out and make sure that it stays straight the whole time. Like so. Then fold down the grill and now we can rotate around this piece here. Also fold this down. Then fold these pieces down to kind of lock this into place like so. And now we come to the muscle part, because it may surprise you that we need something like this, but we most certainly do. Because what you want to do next, I will get a little bit higher on this one. You want to basically get this a little bit out of the way. You want to push on this thing until it untabs. And it is... Let's see if I can do this on camera. Whew. There you go. And then rotate it around and up. I don't know why it locks that tightly into place, but hey, at least it doesn't untab easily. And you also can just fold this up against the wheels like so. Keep these ones up like so. We'll get back to you later. Also, rotate these things up like so. This is a step I always forget, so let's just make sure that we do it immediately. Then what you can do is you can rotate the back wheels in, and you need to hinge this at the top hinge. So just push it down like so. And obviously rotate the waist around again in order to get this done. Also, you can take the butt flap here and just push it up like so. We're almost done. We're almost done. What a satisfying and little fun transformation. Rotate this down and around. Take this here and open it up pull out the fisticuffs and then close the bad boy back up. Do the same thing on the other side. Open it up, rotate it around, and close it back up like so. And we want to get him standing. Also, you can untap the feet from in here if you want to. We can get him standing because if you look around him completely, this is Optimus Prime, Commander Class, leader of the Autobots, back in his robot mirror. So, final thoughts on Commander Class Optimus Prime, and I got one word for this thing, and that is, well, actually, technically 3 words, but I love this thing so much. It is such a cool figure. Yes, are there some shortcomings? I will agree on that one. However, overall, with everything that he gets included, he is definitely worth the price. Now, I know he's not MP44, but he also very much looks like MP44. And unlike MP44, the transformation is very much a lot of fun. I have been doing it back and forth ever since I got this guy. And now, for the first time since I got him, I can actually put him on the shelf with the rest of the Autobots because he has finally been reviewed. But I would most certainly recommend him if you have the budget. Is the Earthrise a good substitute? I don't know because I don't have that one. But if you can afford this one, I feel like yes, the Earthrise one is a good substitute, but nothing can compare to the King. So that has been my review of Transformers Studio Series number 31, Commander Class, leader of the Autobots and freedom itself, Optimus Prime, or as I like to call him, G1imus Prime. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell and comment your thoughts on this figure. And please check out my Let's Play channel, linked in the description and at the end of the video. I upload 3 videos every day of different games, but mainly Pokemon. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye!